Hey everybody, Arnaldo here, broadcasting from Fidelios Frequency. Welcome to my channel. So if you've tuned in for this video, you're either a huge Mötley Crüe fan or you're just curious to know what is in the upcoming Mötley Crüe 40th anniversary super deluxe box set of Shout at the Devil. Here it is. Pretty big box, as you can see here. Quite heavy as well. Lots of goodies inside, besides music. So let's cut to an unboxing where I will go through each component of the box set, and then we will be back to talk more about the 40th anniversary Super Deluxe edition of Shout at the Devil. The exterior box is well made, very sturdy, has a textured, almost wood grain finish with the pentagram in spot gloss, spot varnish. Hype sticker tells us that it is the 40th anniversary limited edition box set with a listing of all the contents, which I'll be showing you shortly. On the back of the box, not attached but loosely packaged, is the info sheet with a picture of the contents and a track listing. Now let's lift up the box, lift up the lid, and we see that on the flip side of the lid, on the interior, there is a devil board, which is their version of a Ouija board. And inside the box, nice touch with this red ribbon, which helps us lift up the first piece, which is the 12x12 pentagram seance board, made of nice sturdy foam board. Then we have two art prints, which are Shout at the Devil Blood album cover, one in black and another one in white. And then we have our first piece of vinyl, which is the main album. The album covers matte finish with spot gloss of the pentagram in the front as well as in the back. Like the original version, it is a gatefold with pictures of the band members on the interior. And inside we have a inner sleeve with printed lyrics and credits and a pentagram on the other side. The record is pressed on 180 gram yellow, bright yellow, almost neon yellow, and orange splatter or marbled vinyl, semi-transparent as you see here. The second album is demos and rarities, matte finish of the album cover as well. Inner sleeve is white, just plain. Would have been nice to see a black one maybe. And 180 gram vinyl, white and red splatter or marbled. And now let's take a look at all the other goodies in the box. We get a mini set of tarot cards of the band members. Let's see if I can get this in focus. First up is Nikki Sixx as the devil. Then we have Vince Neil as the son, Tommy Lee as the lover, and Mick Mars as the magician. Multi-format box set, we get a cassette version. Album cover is the same as the main album that we just saw, although the original, I believe, had pictures of the four band members on the front, at least the US version. Nice transparent red actual cassette. And now let's take a look at the inner insert, the leaflet, which has lyrics and credits, as well as a picture of the band. We also get a candle holder, a devil candle holder. Very heavy, nicely made. I believe it's ceramic, nicely detailed. Nice piece for those of you who like candles. And let's see what's inside this bandana, which carefully wraps the two 7-inch singles included in the box set. The first one is Looks That Kill. This one is pressed on white vinyl. And on the B side, it has Piece of Your Action, which I believe is a track from the first album, which is the previous one. Second single that we get in the box is Too Young to Fall in Love. This one is pressed on what I call Halloween Orange vinyl, and it has on the B side Take Me to the Top, track also from the first album. And let's take a look now at the bandana. Clamate ad diabolum, which means shout at the devil in Latin. Red velvet pouch with a pentagram on it, and inside are two really cool pieces. First is a metal planchette, which we need for the devil board. Nice sturdy metal, nice polished finish, and Mötley Crüe engraved in it. And next we have a very heavy 7-inch adapter in metal, also polished, with pentagram and other symbols engraved in it. It's a really cool piece. And last but not least, our last format, we saw vinyl, cassette, we also have a CD. This is the artwork that was on the original cassette, US cassette, and they're using it here for the CD, and just a slipcover and plain white. And let's see how this planchette is supposed to work. So basically, the messages appear through the little hole, spelling out the words of the message. And that's about it. So what an unboxing, right? If you're a fan of Mötley Crüe, a fan of, or super fan of this album, definitely you'll enjoy all the goodies that were in the box set. I think this was the longest unboxing video that I've done so far on my channel. Let's talk more about the album Shout at the Devil. I'm not going to hold this box, which is weighing down on my shoulder, even though I took out a couple of pieces. So let's start off with the main album. Like I said earlier, came out in 1983. It is their second album, and it was their commercial breakthrough. It went on to sell in the first 2 weeks of its release, 200,000 copies. And even though it peaked on the Billboard chart only at number 17, it went on to sell 4 million copies. So that's quite a commercial success for Mötley Crüe. Had two standout singles, which we just saw in the box set. And one of the things I wanted to point out, and I'm really happy that the artwork has reverted back to the original artwork. It was always like this, but the subsequent reissues, or all the reissues that have come out on vinyl since the 2000s, they all had a worn and weathered, let's say a worn look, slightly altered in the front and in the back to make it look like it was an older copy. And now we have just a solid black that you have here. So you go from the weathered look here to just the plain black, which I kind of prefer. All the albums in the Mötley Crüe catalog have that weathered look in all the subsequent reissues. So I'm happy about that. The album was also newly remastered by Andy Pierce for this edition. And I did compare it to the 2022 version that came out either singularly or in the 5-album box set, of which I also did an unboxing video and review on my channel. So if you're interested in that video, please check it out. And I noticed a few differences, not too many, but I think it's a little bit louder. It's cut a little louder on this version, on the 2023, on the 40th anniversary. And there's a bit more, it's a bit brighter, maybe a little more top end, but you really have to listen closely. And that's what I was able to pick up on my system. So that is the main differences when it comes to the main album. Now let's take a look at the bonus album, or the album of demos and rarities. We have 4
demos of the album, the tracks that are on the album, which are on the first side. And then we have side B, which has 3 outtakes. The first one is Hotter Than Hell. Yes, just like the Kiss song. This was reworked and later renamed for the subsequent album, Theater of Pain, to Louder Than Hell. That's included on here. Then 2 other outtakes, which were never included. One is I Will Survive, and the last one is Black Widow. Black Widow was also included on the compilation album Red, White, and Crüe. Now, let's go back to side A. Even though the 4 songs are demos, I have to say that they don't sound like demos. They're actually quite polished. Typically, demos are hit or miss. Sometimes they'll sound like a cassette. Sometimes they were taken from a 4-track tape. But these are pretty fully fleshed songs and actually quite polished when it comes to, how they were mixed. So quite a nice addition to the box set. And then one last thing that I wanted to point out. When the album came out, it was the beginning of the CD era. And I also mentioned this in the unboxing portion, that the CD had a different artwork, and it is what we have here. So they continued with the original CD artwork, even though there was a version that came out with the pentagram on it, but the latest versions that came out also last year, I think it was 2019, the CD artwork was always this one. So they kept the original CD artwork. So I guess that about sums it up for Mötley Crüe's, here we go with the box again, Mötley Crüe's Shout at the Devil 40th anniversary super duper uber deluxe version. You're a Mötley Crüe, if you're a Mötley Crüe fan, definitely I encourage you to maybe splurge on this. I know it costs a lot, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And what else to say? Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you also for the support that you're showing to my channel. Subscriptions are growing. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy this, please feel free to hit that subscription button and the notification bell so that you will be alerted of my upcoming new videos. So I guess that wraps it up for this one, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.